Introducing your 2011 AAA Blues. Defenseman, number 2, Patrick Komodowski. Defenseman, number 7, Hutch Rubis. Forward, number 9, Tyson Boyer. Defenseman, number 10, John Peterson. Defenseman, number 11, Malachi Smith. Defenseman, number 12, Linus Brooks. Forward, number 13, Brandon Bauer. Forward, number 16, Braden Harris. Forward, number 17, Jackson Giorgio. Defenseman, number 19, Emerson Minimin. Forward, number 21, Mason Blanchard. Forward, number 27, Grant Fugner. Forward, number 29, Ian Bowers. Goalie, number 30, Max Stutzer. Goalie, number 31, Luke Scanapieko. Forward, number 66, Braden Schneider. Forward, number 85, Gordon Crowley. Forward, number 88, Luke Wessel. Forward, number 91, Jonathan Zilm. Forward, number 93, Ben Spatansky.
Okay, let's go.
Good morning, Blues fans. We are live here at the Super Rink in Blaine, Minnesota for your St. Louis Blues second game of this Tier 1 Elite Championship Showcase. Today, your Blues will take on the Nashville Jr Predators. Both teams 1-0. Nashville Predators went down 7-0 yesterday versus the LA Junior Kings. Blues won yesterday 1-0 against the Milwaukee Junior Admirals. Both teams have finished warm-ups, getting final instruction for the bench. We will be back for the start of this period here shortly. And we are ready to get this one underway. Blues are going to start this showdown with Spatansky centering Wessel and Blanchard up front. Defensively, Miniman and Komodowski get the call. Starting in goal for the Blues will be number 30, Max Stutzer, following up on a spectacular performance yesterday by Scanapieko. Face-off is won by Nashville. They're going to circle in their own zone just at the top of the circle. They go D to D. Now they're going to bring it out far side. That pass is tipped off the stick. Spatansky on the back check knocks it off. Nashville gets around. They take a shot from behind the line. That goes just wide. They bring it out to the point. Long shot blocked by Spatansky. He chips it forward to Wessel. Wessel right back to Spatansky. He crosses the red line, brings it into their zone. Has it knocked off of his stick. Wessel grabs it, chips it towards the middle. Blanchard just out of his reach as he's going to chase down the Nashville player. Puts him into the boards, holds the puck there. Nashville able to push it back to the Blues zone. Picked off by Miniman. He fans on his pass. Long shot. Hits the stick of Miniman and then goes into the netting behind the glass. Blues will send a fresh 5-man unit out. They send out Giorgio, Zilm, Boyer up front. Defensively, we'll have Rubis and Peterson. Defensive zone face-off will be to the left of Stutzer. Face-off again, won by Nashville. They go out to the point. They go D to D. Now they hit the near side circle. Shot blocked by the shin pad of Peterson. Goes right to Boyer. He chips it around. He gets interfered with, no call. For some reason, we only have 2 linesmen, no officials here. So a little bit of a change in the reffing situation. Big hit by Boyer knocks him off the puck. And Rubis throws it back in offsides. Terrible miss by the ref there, but I guess we'll take it. Hopefully that's not indicative of the reffing we're going to see today. Peterson chips it high in the air. and they're going to say Rubis closed his hand on the puck, and so we get another stoppage in play. Center ice face-off after that hand closure on the puck. Face-off won by Giorgio, back to Rubis. Rubis chips it off a Nashville player, then cuts towards the center. He gets it from near side to Boyer. Boyer puts it on net. Loose puck in front, batted out of the air by Giorgio. On net, good save by the goalie. Nashville comes away with it. They lead man it. Their next pass is tipped off the stick, and heads up, they've got a 2-on-1 back in. Great play by Peterson to poke that off their stick. Comes out to the point. They're going to put it back in deep. Zilm's going to go up the far boards for that. Tips it to Rubis. Rubis flips it a mile high, gloved down by Nashville. They put it back in offsides, and that one is caught by this side official. Blues send out Crowley, Bauer. Bauer's up front. Brooks and Smith are the defensive pair. Neutral zone face-off after that offside. Bauer knocks his man down. Puck comes all the way back to the Nashville blue line. He gets in on the forecheck. They go D to D. They put it up the boards. That gets around Bauer. Smith holds just outside the blue line as he has to wait for the Blues. Puck comes back to the Blues zone. Brooks grabs it. He goes to Smith. Smith up the far side wall to Bowers. Bowers far side to Crowley. He has a tip off his stick, but he gets to it first. Takes it behind their net. Circles in the corner. Puts it down low for Bauer. Bauer reverses into the far side corner. He skates it out now to the sideboards. Down low for Bowers. He has it knocked off of his stick, and they're going to bring it out near side. Brooks pinches in, tries to hold. Nashville gets the puck around him. Bauer grabs it, puts it off a Nashville stick back in the zone, and Blues start the line change process. Nashville clears it up the far boards, hit by Bowers, and I think the puck is either in Malachi Smith's uniform or on the bench. Blues finish the line change. Fugner, Schneider, Harris will be up front. Komodowski, Miniman will be the defensive pairing. Offensive zone face-off will be to the left of the Carshield goalie after that puck was lost. Nashville wins it. They take it into the far side corner. Fugner's all over him. Harris knocks it off of his stick. He takes the puck. He takes it to the near side, top of the circle. Cuts down low. He gets taken down, and Nashville's able to clear the zone. Fugner comes back, knocks his man off the puck. Another player gets it. They're going to throw it in deep. Blues chase. Komodowski gets there first. Brings it out near side. He's going to go for a skate. Sends it up to Schneider. Schneider crosses the blue line, gets to the outside. He gets knocked off the puck. It goes behind. Harris hits his man. They bring it out through the neutral zone. They throw it high. Glove down by Nashville. Goes right to Miniman. Miniman up. Sends it to Schneider. Schneider beats his man to the puck in the corner. He goes behind the net with it. Holds it there as he waits for reinforcements. Blues start changing. Big step up by Komodowski as he levels his man. Puck held in at the line. Spitskansky goes to grab it. He goes down low. Schneider lets it go behind the net for Harris. Nashville grabs it. They send it out to the point. Komodowski's shot hits a shin pad. And finally, Nashville able to clear. Blues finish the line change. Miniman puts it in deep. Spitansky goes in on the forecheck. It comes to the near side corner. Spitansky hits his man, knocks the puck to Blanchard. Blanchard tries to put it down low. It gets knocked off of his stick. Nashville able to clear, and they've got a 1-on-2 coming back in. Good back check by the Blues to break up the 3-on-2. Rubis grabs it on the far side boards. He comes near side for Wessel. Wessel crosses the red line, brings it into Nashville zone. Cuts towards the center, pass to Blanchard. Blanchard shot on. Good save, loose puck in front. Rebound picked up by Nashville. They're going to clear it all the way down, and that's going to stop halfway down the Blues zone, so no icing. Peterson overskates the puck, reverses, puts it high off the glass for Blanchard. Blanchard battles with the Nashville player. Spot goes in to help him out. Puck squirts loose. Comes all the way to the blue line. Wessel finally able to get it out. He pushes it around his man. He gets interfered with twice. No call. Nashville goes D to D on their own dot. They bring it in. Peterson grabs it, and then he puts it back in offsides as Wessel was tangled with a Nashville player. 12:05 remaining here in the first period. Scorekeeper has the shots at 2-1 in favor of the Blues. Tie game 0-0. Giorgio, Boyer, Zilm up front. Brooks and Smith will be the defensive unit. Face off won by the Blues. Zilm pushes it in deep into the near side corner. He goes on his own forecheck. Gets there first, knocks him off, gets it to Giorgio. Giorgio has a bounce off of his stick. It goes right back to Zilm. Zilm to the point to Brooks. Brooks tries to put it down low. That's intercepted. Nashville able to clear. Brooks holds on to it. He sends it to Zilm. Zilm tries kicking it. And Blues going to go to a power play as number 9, who has thrown 6 cross checks already, finally gets called for one, and he goes to the box for 2 minutes. Blues will keep the Giorgio, Boyer, Zilm line out. Oh, no, they won't. They will change and add Fugner, Schneider, Harris up front. Brooks and Smith will continue on defense. Fugner lines up to take this one to the Nashville goalie's right. It is hit a mile in the air. Brooks goes in. Schneider holds at the point. Can't hold it at the line, though, so it comes out. He goes over to Smith. Smith, near side for Brooks. Brooks is going to go for a skate. Takes it to the far side. Crosses the red line. Crosses into the zone. Cuts low. He tries to pass to Smith. That hits the skate, and now Smith is in a race for the puck. He's got 2 Nashville players all over him. Harris comes in to help him out. Puck comes loose. Fugner grabs it. He has it knocked off of his stick, and they're going to put it right back into the Blues neutral zone. Grabbed by Malachi Smith. He goes to Schneider. Schneider has it bounced. Blues struggling to get anything moving here. And Brooks has it. He goes to Smith. Smith near side for Fugner, and here comes Fugner into the zone. Drops it for Harris. Harris takes it down into the corner, reverses. Sends it out to the point to Brooks. Down low for Fugner. Fugner tries to go to Schneider. Loose puck in front. Rebound there. Schneider gets a tip on it and goes into the goalie's pad and is held on to. Blues send out a fresh 5-man unit with 58 seconds remaining in this power play as the Blues struggled to get that puck out of their own zone and through the neutral zone. Finally did. Got a couple pucks towards the net, but no harm done. Spatansky, Wessel, Blanchard will be up front. Miniman, Komodowski will be the defensive pairing. Face off, won by Nashville. They take it behind their own net. They swing it around the boards hard. That's going to go all the way down. They're going to say no icing as Komodowski almost touched it. He regroups behind his own net. He's going to bring it out far side. Crosses the Blues blue line. Lead man's the puck for Spatansky. It's out of his reach, and that is icing against the Blues. Defensive zone face-off will be to the left of Stutzer. It is won by Nashville. Quick shot on. Glove save held on to by Stutzer. And we're going to do it again from his left. Face-off won by the Blues. Miniman has a bounce off of his skate. He gets it right back, sends it to Komodowski. He skates it behind the net. He's going to go through a skate through the neutral zone, brings it into their territory, gets it knocked off his stick, reverses in the corner for Blanchard after he picks it back up. Blanchard to the point to Wessel. Wessel makes a move. He gives himself a lane, gives it over to Miniman as his lane closed. Miniman down low for Blanchard. Blanchard reverses it down to Spatansky. Spatansky tries to go to the point, and that's picked off, and Nashville's able to clear. Komodowski lead mans it for Spatansky. He gives it to Blanchard. Blanchard circles on the near sideboards. He goes far side for Wessel. Wessel shot on. That goes just wide all the way out to the point to Komodowski. Komodowski down low for Blanchard. Blanchard off the boards. Puts it in behind the net for Wessel. Wessel blocks the clearing attempt by Nashville as they got there first. And now Spatansky battles behind the net. He tries to put it in front. Nobody home for the Blues. And Nashville with an easy zone exit, bring it back through the neutral zone. They put it all the way down. Komodowski gets there first, sends it up the far side boards for Blanchard. Blanchard tries to hit Spatansky. It hits a Nashville player, and they're able to clear. Nashville chips it back in. Komodowski grabs it. He sends it back out far side. Blues heavy on the forecheck. Crowley beats his man to the puck. He holds it on the sideboards. Bauer comes to help him. Bauer tips it back to Crowley. Crowley backhand pass to the point. Gives it to Rubis. Rubis makes a move. He's got a lane. Long shot. That gets through, but goes just wide of the post all the way out to Peterson. Peterson down low for Bauer. Bauer down lower behind the net for Bowers. Quick pass to Crowley in the slot. That goes just wide of the net. Bowers grabs it. He sends it out to the point off of Crowley's skate. And Rubis grabs it, tries to sauce it to Bauer. Gets knocked off his stick as well. And next clearing attempt held by the skate of Peterson. Crowley off the boards for Bauer. Bauer backhands it down low again for Bowers. Bowers will give and go to Crowley. Crowley behind the net with it. Goes out. Oh, it's passed to the point just off the mark, and Blues have to retreat to the neutral zone. Rubis' pass to Peterson is going to come all the way down into the zone, and Peterson picks it up, gives it to Bauer. Bauer's chip pass off the mark. It's taken by Nashville. They turn it right back over, though, as Rubis has it. Rubis behind the net, pass back to Peterson. Peterson chips it forward for Crowley. Crowley, his pass to Bowers off the mark, and Nashville throw it right back in. Rubis takes it behind the net, sauces to Boyer. Boyer is going to skate it in the far side, reverses, takes it back through the crease, chips it around one man, picks it up. He's going to bring it in near side, crosses the red line, sends it towards the net, hits a Nashville player. He beats his man to the corner. Zilm's there to help him out. Giorgio pulls out to the slot. Puck comes loose. Boyer grabs it. Boyer tries to put it to the front to Giorgio. It gets picked off. Next shot from Boyer hits the side of the net. He picks up his own rebound. He sends it off of a Nashville player as he was trying to go to the point, and it goes out of play. Blues will continue with Giorgio, Boyer, Zilm up front, Brooks and Smith on defense. Giorgio lines up to take the draw. It is won by the Predators. They're going to wrap it around the boards hard. Brooks steps up, holds at the line. It squirts past. Nashville grabs it. They put it in deep. Going to be settled by Stutzer behind. He sends it hard up the boards. Stutzer gets hit behind the net by a Nashville player. And surprise, surprise, it's everybody's favorite number 9. Nashville player tries to hit Malachi Smith and missed by a country mile. Threw himself into the boards. Boyer gives it to Brooks. Brooks over to Giorgio. He gets to the outside, pushes it towards the net. Shot. That goes just high. And Nashville is going to clear it near side. They skate it through the neutral zone. Good back check by Giorgio as he just takes it off his stick. He's going to bring it out near side now. Cuts towards the middle. Wow. He gets knee contact. No call. And then they're going to ice the puck. Giorgio takes a blatant knee right here at the blue line. Ref looking right at it. No call made. That's dangerous hockey there. Blues send out a fresh 5-man unit. Fugner, Schneider, Harris up front. Miniman, Komodowski will be the defensive pairing. Offensive zone faceoff after that icing will be to the left of the Nashville Predators goalie. Face-off is won by the Blues. Harris has it in the corner. He has a man all over him. They battle. Nashville pokes it forward. They're going to lead man it to the center. Schneider on the back check knocks him off the puck. And Miniman's going to take a holding penalty as he bear hugs and pulls a Nashville player to the ice. So as soon as Blues touch it, they go to the penalty kill. Harris goes in on the forecheck. They clear it up the sideboards. Fugner hits his man, touches the puck. And Blues go to their first penalty kill of the day. And Miniman gets a 10-minute misconduct for his mouth after the initial call. So he got the holding, said something to the ref, and gets a 10-minute on top. Blues bench asking some questions as a couple, in my opinion, worse penalties were missed there, but that was absolutely a holding penalty. Blues send Bowers to the box to serve the 2-minute minor for Miniman. Spatansky and Wessel will start this penalty kill. Rubis and Peterson, the defensive pairing. Blues win the faceoff. It's held on the far sideboards. Puck knocked off everybody's stick. Rubis grabs it, sends it off the glass. That gets held down, and they're going to call a hand pass against Nashville. No change in personnel. Blues will continue with the 4-person unit they had out. 5:32 remain here in this tie game of the first period. Nashville wins that faceoff. They go D to D on the red line. They go D to D again back to their own blue line. They're going to skate it in now. Big hit by Rubis, knocks him off the puck, and then puck is grabbed by Wessel, thrown a mile high into Nashville zone, and Spatansky goes in on the forecheck. Spatansky caused them to have to go back behind their net, and here they come out of the neutral zone, cross the red line, take it to the far side. They bring it down low into the blue zone. Good step up by Rubis, breaks it up. He grabs the puck, he ices it, and doesn't go far enough for icing. And good defensive penalty kill here so far for the Blues a minute in as they change the unit. And Brooks gets on the ice. Zilm and Giorgio get on the ice. Peterson still out. Long shot. Stick save. Pushed to the corner by Stutzer. They push the puck behind the Blues net. They're going to skate it out far side. Drop it in the corner for himself. He's looking for somebody. Sends it up the sideboards. Zilm goes to pressure him. Causes a turnover. Peterson off the boards. Hits it to Zilm. Zilm clears it to the neutral zone off a player's stick. Giorgio's all over him. They're going to bring it back in near side this time. They cut towards the top of the circle. Long shot. Blocker save. Loose puck in front. Picked up by Giorgio. He's going to flip it a mile high, and then he's going to go chase it. He gets to the outside. Good forecheck by Giorgio. He takes it. He's got men open. Oh, tries to put it in front. Hits a skate. Goes just wide of the near side post. Loose puck to Giorgio. Shot on. Couldn't get enough on it. And easy glove save by the Nashville Predators goaltender. Blues send out Smith to join Fugner. Harris will finish the 9 seconds of the penalty kill. Brooks and Smith on defense. Offensive zone face-off to the left of the Predators goaltender. Face-off, won by the Predators, stripped off the stick by Fugner. They're going to bring it around near side. Harris steps up, holds that in the zone. He sends it to Fugner. Fugner, shot, goal! Fugner with an even strength 5-on-5 goal as the penalty expires. Put the Blues up 1-0. So Fugner from Harris on an absolute snipe that knocked the water bottle off the net for the goalie, put the Blues up by 1. Fugner, Schneider, Harris up front. Brooks, Smith continue on defense. Face off, won by the Blues. Schneider crosses the red line with it. He gets hit. Nashville comes away with it. They're going to put it in deep, held by Brooks. Brooks goes to Smith. Smith up to Harris. Harris through his legs tries to hit Fugner. What a smart idea, but it didn't connect. Nashville brings it back in. They take a long shot. Blocker to the far corner. Fugner picks it up, goes behind the net, and Blues Brooks and a Nashville player. Coincidental penalties will be assessed, Both of them get holding penalties. So Brooks and the Nashville player get 2 minutes each for hugging each other. Blues will send out Komodowski to join Rubis on defense. Schneider gets the puck from Fugner. He leads mans it to Harris. Here come the Blues back in. Harris gets to the outside, takes it behind the net. Looks for somebody, tries to go to Schneider, hits a stick, goes into the corner. Schneider and Harris converge. It squirts out as it was rolling. He goes to Fugner, far side. Fugner fans on the entry, and that is offsides against the Blues. Blues will send out Crowley, Bauer, Bowers up front. Rubis and Komodowski will continue on defense. Crowley lines up, take the neutral zone face-off. It is won by Nashville. Bauer hits his man in the corner, knocks the puck to Crowley. He reverses in the corner, gives it to Bauer. Now the scrum ensues, comes out to the point to Komodowski. Komodowski with the man on him, gets it low to Crowley. Crowley shot on, glove save is held on to by the Nashville goalie, and then a little bit of extracurriculars take place in front of the net, as I don't think they liked Bauer, who's about a foot taller, standing next to their goalie. Blues will continue with the same 5-man unit. Crowley lines up to take this draw. It is won by Nashville. They send it hard behind the net. Bounces off the stick of their winger. Rubis steps up, puts it off a Nashville player deep. Crowley grabs it. He reverses in the far side corner. He's got a man all over him. He waits for help, pulls it back into the skates. They grab it. They try to clear. They hit the scrum. Puck jumps out, and Bauer sends it towards the net, and goalie puts his glove on it and holds on to it. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you back home watching. I'm sure several of your spouses or significant others are here watching live. So we appreciate all of our parent groups that are in different cities on this Valentine's Day. Spatansky, Wessel, Blanchard get the call up front. Peterson, Smith will be the defensive unit. Offensive zone face-off will be to the left of the Nashville goaltender. It's won by Nashville. They take it behind their own net. They're going to bring it out near side. Their pass up the boards, give and go completed. They're going to bring it into the blue zone. They get to the outside. Good step up by Peterson. Knocks it off his stick. And Malachi Smith misses his hit. Goes into the boards hard. Nashville brings it out. Another good stick by Peterson. Puck comes right back to Nashville, though. They take a shot. Misses the far side post. And goes to the corner. They get it right back. Put it behind the Blues net. They're going to send it out to the point now. Shot deflects off a stick, hits another stick in front, just misses the side of the net. That was too close for comfort there. Blanchard gets it, goes to Wessel. Wessel back to Blanchard. Blanchard can't get a stick on the one-time attempt. Spatansky puts it down low. Somebody's missing a glove. Looks like a Nashville player. Wessel in a good attempt to put it in the center. It hits a Nashville stick, though. And here they come back to the neutral zone. Long shot on, glove save, dropped by Stutzer, given to Smith. He goes to Blanchard. Blanchard lead mans it to Spatansky. Spatansky gets to the outside. Ref kicks it down for Nashville. And Wessel's going to take it right back over. Knocked off of his stick. Goes to Rubis. Rubis brings it in. Makes the move. Gets around. Takes a shot. That deflects off a Nashville stick over the net. Zilm grabs it. Goes to Boyer in the slot. Boyer's shot. That goes just wide of the near side post. Giorgio gets it back. He goes to the point to Komodowski. Komodowski with space shot. That hits a stick. Loose puck in front. Deflects off the goalie's stick and goes into the netting. Coincidental minors for Brooks and 92 are over, so they retreat to their bench, and 92 goes straight to the ice. 42.2 seconds remaining here in this first period. Blues lead 1-0, out shooting Nashville 5-3. Face-off is won by Nashville. They circle. They're going to take it behind their own net. They send it hard around the boards. Komodowski holds it the line with space. He takes it to the outside, tries to go to the front, hits a Nashville skate, and Nashville sends it all the way down, and that will be icing against Nashville. So we will do it again from the Nashville goalie's left. Giorgio lines up to take this one. Face-off won by the Blues. They get it out to the point to Kamodowski. He just barely holds the line. And Nashville strips the puck off of Rubas' stick, and here they come one-on-one back into the blue zone. Shot blocked by Kamodowski, put behind the net for Boyer. Boyer sends it around near side. Nobody home for the Blues. Heads up, long shot, blocked by Boyer. He goes down. He's struggling to get back up. He gets back up. Zilm grabs it. He sends it forward, tries to hit Boyer, and that's going to go all the way down for icing in the end of the period. So after one, Blues lead 1-0. We'll be back for the second here shortly. And we are ready to get the second period underway. 17 minutes back on the clock. Blues are going to start this period with Bugner, Schneider, Harris up front. Defensively, we'll have Brooks and Smith. Bugner lines up to take the draw. It is won by Nashville. Heavy forecheck by the Blues, and they're able to clear. They send it right back out. Good back check by Bugner, strips it from him. He goes far side to the defenseman Brooks. Brooks to his partner Smith. Smith crosses the red line. He puts it in deep. Blues going to go in on the forecheck. Harris goes to the corner first, gets there. Schneider goes in to help him out. His two Nashville players there. Schneider pulls it out, goes to Bugner in the slot. Bugner gets taken down, no call. And Nashville's going to bring it back to the neutral zone. He's got Harris all over him. Good step up by Smith. This moves him off the puck. They go far side for Schneider. Schneider's going to bring it through the neutral zone. Tips it forward. Oh, tries to hit Bugner. Didn't realize the pass was coming. And Blues have to regroup as Harris has it. Brooks gets pushed down. Harris is in battling. Nashville brings it out and goes to their defenseman. They go far side. They're going to dump it in deep. And Brooks is going to pick it up behind the net. Brooks is going to skate it out near side, off the boards to Harris. Harris tries to go behind his legs for Bugner. Bugner just grabs at the red line, puts it in deep. Schneider goes in on the forecheck. He gets there first, pushes it behind the net for Bugner. Bugner ties up his man. Schneider battles another guy. He gets held on to. Nashville's going to clear again to the neutral zone. They go around one man. Rubas picks up the loose puck in his own zone. He's going to send it hard off the boards for Bowers. Hits a Nashville skate, goes all the way down, and Blues go in on the forecheck. Bauer, first to the puck, pulls it out of the corner, goes in front. Shot on, pad save, pushed to the behind the net. Crowley picks it up, brings it out near side, puts it down low for Bowers. Bowers tries to put it in front, nobody home for the Blues. They clear out to the blue line for us. Rubis with space, shot on, stick save, comes to the near side corner. Crowley covering the point, holds there. Nashville grabs it, and they're going to send it all the way out for icing. .15:04 remain here in the second period. Blues lead 1-0. Fresh defensive unit steps on the ice in Smith and Komodowski. Crowley, Bauer, Bowers will continue up front. Face off, won by the Blues, back to Smith. Smith down low, his pass is intercepted, and here comes Nashville, 3-on-3 through the neutral zone. They're going to put it in deep. Komodowski gets to it first. He holds it in the corner, kicks it to Crowley. Crowley tips it forward for Bauer. Bowers has it knocked off of his stick. Nashville puts it through the center. Oh, man, get around Bauer. Shot on goal. So Blues unable to get a clear zone exit, turn the puck over, and they sidestep a Blues player, take a long shot that's deflected and beat Stutzer, tying this game up 1-1 here early in the second period. Blues change the forward unit. They send out Spatansky, Wessel, Blanchard. Komodowski and Smith will be the defensive pairing. Face-off, won by the Blues, back to Komodowski. He reverses in his own zone. He's going to skate it up the middle. Leads it for Spatansky. He goes to Wessel. Wessel to Komodowski. Komodowski tries to get it towards the front of the net. Puck is held, and they're going to say the net is dislodged. And that'll be a stoppage in play. I apologize. I have to stop talking when the public address announcer goes, because he is extremely loud and I can't hear myself think. Spatansky lines up to take this one. It'll be to the Nashville goalie's right. Blues lose that face-off. Clearing attempt, glove down by Blanchard. He gets knocked off the puck, though. And here comes Nashville through the neutral zone. Good step up by Smith, breaks it up. Blanchard sends it over to Wessel, Wessel has it knocked off of his stick, and they're going to bring it out near side this time. Lead man it to the blue line. Now they get it to the forward. Good step up by Smith. Moves the man off the puck. Komodowski reverses in the near side corner. He hits Blanchard. Blanchard to Spatansky. Spatansky across the red line. Brings it into the Nashville zone. He drops it for Blanchard. Blanchard takes a shot towards the net. That hits a skate. And here comes Nashville right back through the neutral zone. They take it to the outside, cut towards the inside. That's going to go all the way towards the net. Smith grabs it. He has it pickpocketed off of his stick. They get it out to the point. Long shot blocked by Spatansky. Goes into the corner. Smith grabs it, goes up the boards. Here comes Blanchard with it. Blanchard to Wessel. Wessel gets to the outside, one to beat. He gets it, tries to send it towards the front. Oh, bouncing puck, can't be connected on. Next puck is picked off. Blues got to hold up as they're offsides. They wait, throw it in, and it's stopped behind the net. Goes into the corner. Giorgio heavy on the forecheck, knocks it to Boyer. Boyer sends it out to the point to Brooks. Brooks down low for Zilm. Zilm lets it go back down to Boyer. Boyer off the boards to the point again. Brooks with room, shot. That hits a couple things and comes back into the near side corner. Pass to the point to Brooks. Handled. He goes to Peterson. Peterson reverses on the sideboards, takes it down low, has it knocked off of his stick, and Nashville tries to clear it back out. Oh, wow, that is a dangerous hit on Peterson there. And Nashville finally able to clear the zone. Brooks grabs it right off the boards for Boyer. Boyer sidesteps a hit, flips a guy over. Giorgio gets the loose puck. He brings it back in, takes it to the outside. Takes it behind the net, comes into the near side corner. Bodies flying everywhere in the corner there. Nashville gets the puck back. They lead man it. They put it down low, hits off a Komodowski stick, so no icing. Rubis grabs it, takes it behind the Blues net. He skates it, lead man's it for Giorgio. Giorgio crosses into Nashville's zone, goes to the outside, takes it behind the net now. Out to the point to Komodowski. Komodowski skates it, takes it behind the net, puts it in front, nobody home for the Blues. Good hold at the line by Rubis. He gets it down low for Zilm. Zilm's shot, shoulder saved by the Nashville goalie. They're going to clear up the sideboards, held by Rubis. He goes down low to himself, has it knocked off of his stick. Komodowski slap shot, that goes just over the net. Zilm grabs it down low for Schneider. Schneider with men on him drops it for Zilm. Giorgio back to Zilm, now out to the point to Komodowski. Zilm has it on the sideboards. He's battling. Puck goes out to Komodowski. Komodowski to Schneider. Schneider shot on. Pad save. Rebound in front. Loose puck picked up by Giorgio. He shots another save. They're going to try to clear again. They get it out of the zone, and they're going to bring it in 2-on-1. They go for a change, and Stutzer's going to settle it behind the net for Rubis. Rubis goes up to Harris. Harris going to cross the red line. He's got Schneider and Fugner with him. Schneider gets it, bounces off of his stick. He grabs it, goes behind the net for Harris. Harris skates out to the circle, drops for Peterson. Puck's picked off, and here comes Nashville with it. Harris on a good back check, knocks his man off the puck. He's going to skate it back out of the zone now, across the red line. Going to bring it into their zone. Has it slide off of his stick, goes right to Fugner. Fugner down low for Harris. Harris, backhand sauce to Smith. Smith's shot deflects off his stick and doesn't get through. Back out to Smith again. He takes a shot, deflected by Harris. That hits a Nashville player. And now Fugner has it behind the net. He gets it knocked off of his stick. They clear up the sideboard. And here comes Nashville through the neutral zone. Their pass off the mark, picked up by Smith. Schneider puts it in off a Nashville player, goes for a change. Fugner goes in on the forecheck. Nashville's going to bring it out near side. Pass up. That is just off the mark, luckily. Otherwise, they would have had a 2-on-1 break. Blues bring it back in. Crowley has a semi-break. Cuts it towards the center. Goalie trips him. No call there. And here come the Predators 3-on-2 the other way. Good back check by Bauer to turn it into a 3-on-3. They send it towards the net. That's going to go into the far corner. Crowley there for it. He gets hit. Nashville reclaims that puck. Brooks chases him behind the net, knocks his man down. He comes away with the puck. He lead mans it to Bauer. Bauer far side for Bauer. Brings it in. He gets to the outside. He reverses in the corner. Goes to Rubis. Rubis down low for Bowers. Bowers circles, tries to go to the front. Nashville, the only one there. They clear. Glove down by Rubis. He circles on the red line, and Blues player is offsides. Blues send out Spatansky, Wessel, Blanchard up front. Defensively, we have Peterson and Rubis. Face-off won by the Blues. Rubis puts it off a stick of a Nashville player to Blanchard. Blanchard gives it right back to Rubis. Rubis is going to skate it through the neutral zone. He crosses the line, puts it on net, sticked into the corner. Wessel steals it from a man behind the net, reverses. He tries to get it out to Spatansky, and it's just out of his reach. Nashville right back through the neutral zone. They cut towards the center. They are offsides, and they are called for offsides. Didn't think he was going to see that. And that will be it for the first half of the second period. We will have a Zamboni scrape. So after a period and a half, Blues and Nashville tied 1-1. Blues out shooting Nashville 10-4. And we'll be back for the remainder of the second period and the third period here shortly. And we are back and ready to get the second period resumed after that Zamboni scrape. Blues are going to start the resumption of play with Malachi Smith and Patty Komodowski on defense. The forward unit will be Spatansky and Blanchard with Wessel. This will be a neutral zone face-off, as that's where the face-off was going to be before the stoppage in play. Spatansky lines up to take it. It is won by the Blues. Wessel has it knocked off of his stick. Nashville goes D to D in between the red line and blue line. Their pass picked off. Smith, goes off the boards. Blanchard gets knocked to the ice, kicks the puck to Wessel. Wessel has it stripped off of his stick, and Nashville sends it all the way back down into the blue zone off of Malachi Smith's stick. He reverses behind the net for Komodowski. Komodowski's going to go for a skate. He lead bands it to Blanchard. Blanchard tries to get around a man, and good hold by Blanchard as Nashville had 3-on-1 going the other way. Wow, big hit from behind on Wessel. Draws the penalty, and it's going to be a 2-10 for a Nashville player. And that is going to be, let's see, number 8 goes to the box for a 2 and a 10 is a blatant check from behind applied to Wessel. He gets up under his own power and gets off the ice. Blues will send out Giorgio, Zilm, Boyer up front. Smith and Komodowski will be the defensive pairing. Blues looking to capitalize on this early into the resumption of play power play. Giorgio lines up to take it. This faceoff is to the left of the Nashville goalie. One back to Komodowski. He goes to Smith. Smith over to Komodowski, and that is offsides. So we'll have a neutral zone faceoff as that puck squirted off Como's stick into the neutral zone. Giorgio lines up to take the draw. It is won by the Blues. Komodowski over to Smith. That rolls off of his stick. Blues having trouble with the puck here early. Back to Komodowski. Over to Giorgio. Giorgio kicks it to his stick. He goes far side, tries to hit Boyer. It was behind him. And Nashville again clears off of Komodowski. Goes right to Smith. Smith goes to Giorgio. Giorgio's going to bring it in near side, crosses the red line, makes a move around a player, takes it behind the net, goes out to the point to Komodowski, back to Giorgio. Giorgio has it roll off of his stick. He sends it to Komodowski, right back to Giorgio. Down low for Zilm. Zilm, with a man draped over him, sends it to the point. Smith gets it from Komodowski. Smith puts it in deep off of a stick. And Nashville clears it all the way down off a blue stick, and here they come again. Komodowski's going to skate it through the neutral zone, crosses the red line, brings it into their zone. He's got Boyer cutting towards the net, takes a pass off of a Nashville skate. Komodowski tries to center it, hits Zilm. Zilm reverses in the corner, takes it behind their net. Sends it up the far side to Giorgio. Giorgio, with the man on him, knocks it to Komodowski. Komodowski pushes it back into the scrum. Zilm's going to go chase it in the corner. And Nashville grabs it and ices it. With 6:27 remaining in the second period, 22 seconds remaining in the power play. Rough start here. Blues haven't had any shots on this power play. They're going to send out Fugner, Schneider, Harris up front. Peterson and Brooks will be the defensive pairing. Face-off won by Nashville. They flick it high in the air. That's going to go all the way to the blue zone. Peterson has to hustle to get to that one first. He gets there, sends it all the way around. Harris going to pick it up on the sideboard. He braces for a hit, reverses back down low for Brooks. Brooks is going to set up behind the net, leaves the puck for Peterson. Peterson's going to go for a skate with it, crosses the red line. Nashville back at even strength. Peterson brings it to the outside, puts it towards the front, nobody home, and Nashville's going to turn. Good step up by Fugner, breaks up their attempt. Brooks has it. He circles. He goes to Peterson far side. Peterson crosses the red line, brings it into the zone, takes a long shot. That goes wide, going to come all the way out to the point to Brooks. Brooks down low for Fugner. Fugner puts it behind the net. Schneider's going to chase that into the far corner. He reverses, takes the hit. Harris comes in and helps, holds the puck there. Harris hits his man. Another clearing attempt held at the line by Brooks. Fugner has it. He reverses, sends it out to the point to Brooks. Long shot. That gets through. Held on to by the Nashville goalie. Blues will send out Miniman and Rubis. Apparently, something happened down in the zone. Schneider got a penalty for something. He got a roughing. I did not see it. I was watching. I don't know what I was watching. There was nothing going on. So Blues go to the penalty kill. Nashville has it the own zone, tipped off the stick by Wessel. Wessel chips it around. He gets taken down by a Nashville player, no call. Nashville brings it back forward. Rubis knocks the puck off of him. And Spatansky. Wessel tries to clear off the boards and goes into the Nashville bench. Not sure why that face-off is down in the zone. He was, I thought, on this side of the blue line, but could be wrong. Spatansky lines up to take it. He ties up his man, leaves the puck for Rubis. Rubis reverses in the corner. He's going to flip it a mile high in the air. Nashville high sticks it down, and that is going to be a face-off in the offensive zone for the Blues as Nashville high sticked the puck down and then touched it. Spatansky and Wessel still up front for the Blues. Miniman Rubis on defense. Face-off won by the Blues. Wessel's one-timer goes just wide, settles behind the net. Nashville grabs it. Their clearing attempt is sticked aside by Spatansky. Now they're going to reverse. They go far side into the corner. They're going to take it up the sideboards, picked off by Wessel. Wessel just going to shovel it back into the corner, waste some more of this penalty kill time. Their next clearing attempt is sticked aside by Wessel. Minuteman steps up, tries to put it back in deep. Loose puck picked up by Spatansky. Wessel picks it up with the lane. He gets hooked the whole way into the zone. Still comes away with it. Tries to get it to Spatansky. Loose puck in front, and that is covered by the Nashville goalie. So good shorthanded pressure by this unit. Blues are going to send out Giorgio Blanchard up front. Komodowski and Smith will be the defensive pairing. Face-off is tied up, held there by Giorgio. He gets it right back, circles in the corner. Nashville pokes it off at his stick. They put it back in their own zone. Blanchard on the forecheck holds it there. He pushes it deeper. Giorgio hits his man. What a terrible call on Giorgio after Blanchard gets absolutely demolished with the same hit. They call it on the Blues. That is terrible, terrible officiating right there. Absolutely awful. Literally the exact same thing had just happened. A high hit on Blanchard with the puck not anywhere near him. And then Giorgio hits the man going for the puck, and they call that one. That is absolutely terrible officiating. Blues will go 5-on-3. Spatansky, Komodowski, and Malachi Smith. Puck is won by Nashville. They're going to move the puck around the blue line a little bit. They're going to bring it in circle. They send it towards the middle. They reverse. They try passing out to the point, fan on it, but it finally gets there. They go to the top of the slot. That is knocked off the stick by Komodowski. They bring it back. They're going to skate towards the middle. Man open, far side. Bobble the puck, and they shoot it into the net for the Blues. Blues back to 4 men on the ice as Schneider's minor penalty expires. So Blues will have a 5-on-4 for the next minute 32. Rubis and Brooks will be defensive pairing. Spatansky and Wessel the offensive pairing. Face-off is won by Nashville, but picked off by the Blues. Wessel clears it out of the zone off of a Nashville player's stick. Nashville goalie plays it. Spatansky intercepts. He puts it back in deep. Wessel goes in on the forecheck. He hits his man. Nashville comes away with it. They've got a man behind the Blues defense. They didn't see him. And they're going to reverse in their own zone. They're going to take it out far side, lead man the puck at the red line. They bring it in. Long shot, deflects off of Brooks' stick, goes over the net. And good back check by Wessel breaks up the play. He keeps pushing it forward. They finally get it back in, and that will be offsides against Nashville. Blues will send out Zilm and Blanchard on the next set of penalty-killing forwards. They'll also send out Miniman and Peterson as the defensive pairing. Face-off is won by the Blues. Miniman sends it off the far side boards back into the neutral zone to kill some more time. Nashville goes D to D. They're going to send it forward. That's going to go all the way down. And wow, what a terrible waved off icing that is. Puck is now battled for in the corner. Peterson has 2 players there. Nashville comes away with it. They come to the Blues near side corner. Long shot from the point. That gets through, deflected just high. Good play by Miniman as he flips it forward for Zilm. Zilm gets destroyed after the play, and Nashville take back over. They're going to send it far side into the corner. Peterson collides with his man. They put it in front. That's going to come all the way out of the zone. Blanchard goes in on a heavy forecheck. Good play by Blanchard. Hits his man, takes the puck to Zilm. Zilm gets it forward for Blanchard, and it rolls just off of his stick. That was a heck of a penalty-killing shift for Blanchard there. Puck comes all the way down. Stutzer plays it into the near side corner. Miniman fans on the clearing attempt. Nashville sends it back towards the net, picked off by Peterson. Peterson goes to Bauer. Bauer brings it in, skates towards the center, takes a shot, hits a Nashville player, picked up by Crowley now as he takes it behind the net. He brings it near side, puts it down low behind the net for Bauer. Bauer out to the point, hits Komodowski. Komodowski to Smith. Smith's shot, that's deflected just wide off of a Nashville player. And Nashville now clears back out of the neutral zone. They're going to bring it through 2-on-2. Picked off by Bauer. Bauer to Bowers. Back to Bauer. Gets to the outside. Takes it to the corner. Knocked off of his stick. Now it gets pushed behind. Crowley goes to battle. Bauer's back there. He gets it. He circles. He looks for somebody. Circles again. Crowley comes to help him out. Puck sent off the boards to the point to Komodowski. He skates towards the middle. Reverses. Tries to go to the front of the net. That's picked off and heads up. Here comes Nashville 2-on-1. And good back check by Komodowski. And Nashville's player was offsides by about 3 feet, and the ref waved it off. 27.6 seconds remaining here in the second period. Blues and Nashville tied 1-1. Shots currently sit at 10-4 in favor of the Blues. They send out Giorgio, Zilm, Boyer up front. Brooks and Rubis will be the defensive pairing. Face-off won by Nashville. They gets out to the point, slap shot, gloved aside by Stutzer into the far side corner with 20 seconds remaining. They get it back out to the point. That's going to skirt all the way through. Long shot. That goes just wide. Loose puck behind, picked up by the Blues, wrapped around the boards, held at the line again. Long shot comes to the near side corner. And good play by Zilm to hold it. They pick it up, take a shot, and that's picked off by Rubis. And that's going to do it
After 2 periods of play, we're all tied up. National Junior Predators have won. St. Louis AAA Blue Jays have won.
So that's going to do it for the second period. We'll be back for the start of the third here in about a minute and a half. And we are ready to get this game back underway. Blues will send out Giorgio, Boyer, Zilm up front. Defensively, Brooks and Rubis will be the defensive pair. Face-off won by the Blues. Tyson Boyer grabs it on the red line. He throws it in deep. Blues go in on the forecheck. Nashville controls behind their own net. They skate it right up the middle. They pass to the near side. That's off the mark. Brooks grabs it. He sauces back out to the neutral zone. Nashville intercepts that. Blues go D to D. Rubis off the boards for Zilm. Zilm tips it around the last man. Blues go in on the forecheck now. They're going to send it all the way around near side. Brooks chips in, holds the puck there. Brooks gets it back, sends it far side for Rubis. Rubis shot, that's on into the pads and held on to by the Nashville goalie. Blues send out a fresh 5-man unit. Fugner, Schneider, Harris up front. Defensively, we'll have Miniman and Peterson. Offensive zone faceoff will be to the left of the Predators goaltender. Faceoff is won by the Blues. Harris goes out to the point. Peterson was standing on the other side of the line, so Blues have to regroup. Peterson goes to Schneider. Schneider far side for Harris. Harris drops it for Miniman. Miniman shot, that goes just high. Rebound hits a seam in the glass, goes into the far corner. Fugner goes chasing after that. They reverse near side, nobody home. Harris gets there first. He brings it behind the net. He gets tied up. Schneider goes up high to hold there. They try to clear around him. He holds it at the point for Peterson. Schneider to Fugner. Fugner's shot on, glove save, held on to by the Nashville Predators goaltender. 15:47 remaining here in the third period. Blues will send out Komodowski and Miniman on defense. Schneider, Fugner, Harris will continue up front for the Blues. Offensive zone face-off will be to the right of the Nashville goalie. Won by the Blues. Harris sends it out to the point to Smith. Over to his partner, Komodowski. Komodowski shot, loose puck in front, and goal by the Blues. Either Fugner or Schneider bury the loose puck in front. So it looks like Grant from Harris and Schneider to put the Blues back up by a goal here at 15:39 into the third period, Face-off is won by Nashville. They go D to D on their line now. They're hit near side. They lead man it in. He dumps it deep. Komodowski hustles behind the net for it. He gets taken down. Blues sorry, the PA announcer's going. That goal was officially recorded as Fugner from Komodowski and Smith. Blues shovel the puck all the way down, and then they go for a change. And no icing, as I think they said the Nashville player could have played it. They send it all the way back to the Blues zone. Rubis reverses it to Brooks near side. Brooks far side hits Blanchard. Blanchard lead mans it to Wessel. Wessel crosses the blue line, gets to the outside, cuts back, goes in front for Blanchard. Blanchard with the man on him, gets it to Brooks. Brooks sidesteps a man, shot towards the net, deflected. Loose puck picked up by Spatansky, back to Rubis. Rubis shot on. Oh, wow, what a play by the goalie there. Shot from the point, stick save, bounces in the air, and he snags it out of midair. Nice save and good follow-up. Eye contact and a grab by the Nashville goalie. So Blues with a 1-goal lead now as they lead 2-1 on 2 goals by Fugner. Outshoot the Nashville Predators 14-5. Nashville clears to the neutral zone. Brooks puts it around his man, and Wessel was just coming across the line as that's going to be offsides against the Blues. And they're going to say that is intentional offsides. I think that's a stretch, but Spatansky lines up, take this center ice face off. It is won by the Blues. Blanchard's going to bring it near side. He reverses, goes back to Peterson. Peterson far side for Rubis. Rubis crosses the red line. He puts it in deep. Wessel's going to settle this on the near side boards. Lets it go for Blanchard. Blanchard back down to Wessel. Wessel has it bounce on his stick. He gets it to Spatansky, who takes a hit in the corner. Gives it right back to Wessel. Wessel reverses on the sideboards. Cuts towards the center. Knocked off of his stick. And now Nashville's going to bring it out far side. They've got a man around. And that's going to go all the way down for icing against Nashville. Blues will make a line change. Looks like shuffling some more stuff around. Crowley will be centering Harris and Schneider. Peterson and Miniman will be the defensive unit. Face-off is one behind the net. Schneider beats his man to the puck. He brings it to the near side corner. He goes out to the point to Peterson. Peterson skates the line, goes to Miniman. Miniman shot. That hits something in front. And Nashville bumps up in the air. Good play by Crowley to hold it in. He sends it down low for Harris. Harris reverses. He takes it into the corner. Crowley comes to help him out. Crowley grabs the puck, goes behind the net to Harris. Harris out to the point to Miniman. Miniman back to Harris. Harris just lifts the Nashville player's stick, lets it go to the far corner. Schneider gets there. He reverses it, holds it in the corner off the hit. He comes away with it, gives it to Peterson. Peterson clears. Schneider holds it the line, puts it behind for Harris. Harris reverses down low for Crowley. Crowley back to the point to Miniman. Miniman shot. That's blocked in front. Harris comes away with it. Loose puck. He tries to put it on the side. And nobody knows where it is. Apparently the puck was loose and the ref saw it, and so play kept going. But a couple good opportunities there to put the Blues up by another goal. Blues send out a fresh forward unit. Giorgio, Boyer, Zilm will be up front. Face off, won by the Blues. Boyer goes out to the point to Miniman. Miniman brings it down low, takes a shot. That hits off the shoulder of the Nashville goalie. Nashville's going to pick it up. And good hold at the line by Boyer, then a jump catch by Boyer to hold it there. He gets it to Giorgio. Giorgio to Zilm, and Zilm buries. Full line goal there as Boyer dished it across the crease to Giorgio, and Giorgio, as the goalie was sliding towards him, sent it right back through the crease on the back door for Zilm, who just taps it in the open net. Good play by the offensive unit there, as they moved the puck really well down low in the zone, and had the goalie sliding in the wrong direction, setting up an easy tap-in for Zilm. Blues will change the defensive pair, Komodowski and Smith on the ice. They win the face-off. Smith crosses the red line, has it bounce off of his stick, so he has to retreat to battle a player for it. Zilm comes in to help him out. Puck squirts loose to Giorgio. Giorgio to Komodowski. Komodowski blows an edge and goes down. Nashville picks it up. They take it behind. Long shot from the point is held on to by Stutzer, and that was a full forward unit point system as Zilm from Giorgio and Boyer. Fugner, Schneider, Harris sent out up front. Same defensive pairing. Multiple players go down for Nashville. They send it far side. Fugner gets it from Komodowski. He brings it in. He goes far side, and they're going to say that was offsides. That might be the worst penalty call in the history of hockey, as Malachi Smith just got cross-checked in the chest and stood there and gets a penalty for it. So Blues and Nashville both get a minor for roughing. Blues will send out Brooks and Rubis on defense. Face-off, won by Nashville. They send it right up through the middle. Knocked off the stick by Brooks. Fugner grabs it, puts it in deep. He shifts it towards the corner, the goalie does. They bring it back out through the neutral zone. Their pass sent far side off the mark. Brooks grabs it, goes off the board. Schneider hits his man. Fugner grabs the loose puck. He puts it off a skate. Wow, that clearly was off something on this side of the red line, but they're going to call that icing.
Following coincidental minor penalties were assessed. The first is for St. Louis number 11, Malachi Smith. He'll pick up 2-minute minor roughing at 5:03 in the third period. The second is a coincidental.
Fugner lines up, takes this defensive zone face-off. He wins it to Brooks. Brooks gives it to Rubis behind the net. Rubis to Harris. Harris comes far side for Schneider. Schneider in a foot race gets around his man. He takes a shot on goal. Oh no, it's loose in front. Wow. What a save. Loose puck sitting on the goal line. And somehow that is kept out of the net. Looked like it was in the back for a second there. But apparently it just fell on the goal line and stopped there. What a tricky shot that was. Blues send out Crowley, Bauer. Bauer's up front. Brooks and Rubis will be the defensive pair continuing. Nashville controls behind their net. They send it far side. Bowers goes in on the forecheck. He puts it down low for Bauer. That's out of his reach. Nashville comes away with it, and that goes all the way down through the legs of Brooks, so no icing. Rubis picks up behind the net, reverses to the near side corner. He goes far side for Bowers. Bowers gonna bring it into the zone. Takes a step, drops it for Rubis. Rubis down low for Bowers, back to Rubis. Rubis has it knocked off of his stick, still fighting for it. Nashville comes away with it. Bauer lifts the stick and pushes it to the far side boards. Crowley picks up the loose puck, goes to Brooks. Brooks skates it. He puts it off a Nashville player, then gets it to Crowley. Crowley gets taken down, holds on to the puck though. He's going to bring it in, drops it for Bauer. Bauer, long shot, and that hits off of a Nashville stick and goes over the netting, over the rafters, and out of play. Blues send a fresh forward unit out in Spatansky, Wessel, and Blanchard. Defensively, we'll have Miniman and Peterson. 3-1 Blues, 10:29 remaining here in the third period. Blues out shooting Nashville 18-6 at this point. Blues win the face-off, but it comes out of the zone. Blanchard sends it far side for Wessel. Wessel picks it up in the near side corner, takes it behind the net, tries to put it in front for Spatansky, hits a Nashville player, bounces right back to Wessel. Wessel to Miniman, back to Wessel. Wessel's pass to the slot is off the mark. Good back check by Peterson, breaks that up. Blanchard tries to hit Wessel. It hits off of a Nashville player. and Blues able to clear it back into Nashville's zone. Good play by Blanchard. They finally able to clear and heads up. Here's a breakaway. And shot goes over the net. Good play by Peterson and good hard back checking to put some pressure on that breakaway. And just at the last minute, puck rolled and went over the net. They put it in deep. Stutzer settles behind the net. He sends it to Miniman. Miniman back behind the net to Peterson. Peterson up the boards to Wessel. Wessel chips it around the last defender. He goes in on the forecheck while his line mates go for a change. They take it behind the net. They bring it out the near side boards. Almost held at the line, but bounces over the stick of Rubis. Komodowski picks it back up in the blue zone. Chips it forward for Zilm just out of his reach. Player goes down after he blows an edge. Giorgio, Zilm, and Boyer, all three battle on the sideboards. Puck comes out. Boyer kicks it to himself. Nashville takes it away. Good play by Giorgio to break that up. Boyer chips it around a man, dodges the hit, and puck goes all the way down into Nashville's zone. They send it back to the point. Shot on from the point. Loose puck almost picked up by Boyer in front, but the goalie swats it to the corner. They try to clear again. Boyer all over his man there. Nashville comes away with it. They clear to the neutral zone. They put it in. That should be icing. Not. Stutzer played it. They take a shot from the side. That goes wide. Komodowski picks it up from Rubis. Komodowski's going to skate it out. Cuts towards the middle. Lead man's it to Zilm. Zilm gives it to Komodowski. Blues offsides there by several skate strides. No call. And Nashville tries to clear, held at the point by Rubis. Rubis long shot, net deflects just wide of the net. Loose puck in the corner, picked up by Zilm. He tries putting it in front, gets it to Giorgio. Giorgio back behind the net, nobody home for the Blues. And Nashville able to clear to the neutral zone, but Rubis picks that up. Rubis circles, gives it to Giorgio. Here comes Giorgio across the blue line. Tries to get around a man. They gets it knocked off of his stick. They clear through the neutral zone, hit their own player. Komodowski grabs it, reverses to Brooks. Brooks off the boards to Schneider. Schneider watching a man, sends it over to Giorgio. Giorgio brings it in, takes it down low, tries to drop, nobody home, and Nashville's going to bring it right back out, and Blues keep him out. Shot from the side, hits the side of the cage. They're going to clear it back up to the point. They take a pass. Schneider tips it around his man. He gets to the outside. He gets interfered with the whole way down the ice. No call. And puck is pushed behind the net. Harris gets it to Fugner. Fugner to Schneider. Schneider buries! Harris to Fugner finds Schneider open in front, and he buries it over the glove to put the Blues up 4-1. Blues go up 4-1 with 7:13 remaining on another good display of passing by this Blues team, as Harris made a great pass to Fugner. Fugner put one right on the tape to Schneider in front, and he buries top shelf. Put the Blues up by 3. Face off, won by the Blues. Brooks crosses the red line. He puts it in deep, and that is going to go out of play as it goes over the glass.
Scoring that last one for St. Louis is number 66, Braden Schneider, with a single assist. Currently number 27, Greenfield, top of that ball. We'll come back 9:47 in the third period.
So 3-point game for Fugner, 2 goals and an assist. Face off, won by the Blues. Schneider gives it to Harris. Harris brings it in. He tries to go far side for Fugner. It's tipped out of the zone. Fugner ties his man up. He's going to take a penalty. So in youth hockey, that's like what the Gordie Howe hat trick. He gets a goal, assist, and a penalty. So Fugner's going to go to the box with 6:43 left, or 6:53 left here in the third period for a hooking. Blues will send out Spatansky and Wessel. Up front, Peterson and Miniman will continue on defense. Nashville is going to pull their goalie with 6:53 left on the power play. That's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out for him. They pulled their goalie. So Blues some sort of conversation is taking place. Looks like Blues got another penalty. Not sure what's going on. I don't know if Jr got a 2 and 10. So we'll see what's going on here in just a second. So it does appear Fugner got 2 and 10, so he's done for the game. And Blues win the face-off. Wessel flips it forward for Spatansky. Open net and goal for the Blues. Short-handed empty netter as Wessel shovels it around a defenseman. And Spot on a breakaway just slides it into the net. Nothing fancy. Doesn't want to end up on one of those web gem reels where the player misses a net on an empty netter, so he just skates it straight into the net. Blues will change the defensive pairing, Brooks and Rubis, as the Blues now lead 5-1. Spatansky lines up for the draw. It is won by Nashville. They take it back in their own zone, picked off by Wessel. Wessel gets to the outside, shot on, glove save, held on to by the Nashville goalie. What a great effort by Wessel there, spun off of 2 different players and got himself a semi-break and took the shot. Spatansky lines up to take it. Nashville wins it to the corner. They send it around hard. They catch on the point, they lead man it, and they're going to tip it in well from the wrong side of the red line. Ref doesn't call the icing, says it was tipped. It clearly was. And wow, okay. Spatansky draws a tripping minor, and we'll go to 4-on-4 hockey here for the next minute 20, and then the Blues will have a 40-second power play. Blues are going to send out Blanchard and Boyer up front. Defensively, Rubis and Brooks will continue. Blanchard lines up to take the draw. Nashville circles around as they wait for the penalty to go up on the board.
This is St. Louis number 27, Graham Buchner. He'll pick up 2-minute minor hooking about 10:07 in the third period.
Blues win the face-off. Blanchard has it, goes to Brooks in front. Brooks shot on, saved by the Nashville goalie. Sorry, the PA announcer's going, so just watch and we'll say something if it happens. It's really loud in here. Rubis circles, goes down low, goes all the way to the net. Skate pushes it to the corner by the goalie. Blanchard grabs it, goes up the sideboards for Boyer. Boyer reverses. Now he sends it to the point to Brooks. Brooks slap shot, deflects just wide off a Nashville skate, goes to the far corner. Rubis grabs it, puts it right through the crease, and comes all the way out to Brooks. Brooks to Boyer. Boyer to Rubis. Rubis, long shot. That goes a mile over the net, hits the glass. Nashville settles. They're going to clear it out of the zone. That goes all the way down. And again, they call off a icing that was tipped well before the zone. Blues controlling their own zone. Rubis gets it from Brooks. He's going to go for a skate. Takes it to the far side. Stops at the red line. He's going to drop it for Komodowski. Komodowski circles behind his own net. And Blues now are officially on the power play. And Bugner out of the box.
One man back, and Nashville remains one man short.
puck is sent all the way down on net. Stutzer settles it, hands it to Harris. Harris over to Crowley. That is blocked and pushed right back in the zone deep. Blues bring it behind the net. Peterson's going to bring it out. He goes far side for Harris. Harris tips it, but they're going to say it was on the wrong side of the red line. It's literally the same thing that's happened 3 times in a row against Nashville, and they call it against the Blues. I love that. Blues have Fugner, Crowley, and Harris on the ice. Up front, Malachi Smith and Kaminoski, the defense. Harris is going to get it off the boards from Fugner. He brings it down low, stops on the sideboards, gives it out to Kaminoski at the point, back to Harris. Harris puts it down low for Crowley. Crowley circles in the corner, goes behind the net, tries to hit Fugner. That goes all the way around, and Nashville's going to clear it all the way down the ice, and that's going to go just enough for icing. Face off, push towards the Nashville net. Goalie puts his glove on it and holds on to it. Blues have out Giorgio, Zilm, and Bob Boyer up front. Peterson, Miniman on defense. Nashville wins that face off. They control in their own zone. They head it off the glass. That comes all the way to the Blues zone. Peterson controls, chips it off the boards for Boyer. He lets it go for Giorgio. Nashville passes to Zilm, who passes to Giorgio. Giorgio, backhander off of the post. Loose puck in front, picked up by Boyer. His shot. And I don't think anybody knows where the puck is. I think it was, I don't know where that puck is. I guess it deflected out of play. Ref going to get a new puck. Blues send out Peterson and Miniman to join this Giorgio line. Giorgio lines up to take the draw. To the left of the Nashville goalie. It is won by Nashville, but Giorgio knocks it, that Zilm knocks it off the stick. Good forecheck pressure is negated by a good pass by Nashville as they clear their zone. Miniman chases it down the corner. He goes up the boards for Zilm. Zilm going to go far side for Boyer. Boyer has it hit off of his skate. He reverses in the blue zone. He sends it far side to Zilm. That pass is out of his reach. Nashville reclaims it in their own zone. They go up the near side boards. Bounces off a stick, goes towards the center. Miniman has it. He takes it behind the Blues net. He reverses in the near side corner. He goes far side for Zilm. Zilm lead mans it to Giorgio. Giorgio has it knocked off of his stick. They're going to clear back out. Held at the line by Boyer. Boyer to Giorgio in the slot. Shot, pad, save. Pushed into the corner by the Nashville goalie. Cleared to the point. Held by the line by Peterson. He goes off the boards for Zilm. Zilm goes far side for Boyer. Boyer puts it down low. Giorgio behind the net grabs it right in front. Loose puck picked up by Nashville. They clear to the neutral zone. And Nashville gets to the outside. Good play by Brooks to break that up. Brooks comes away with it. Reverses in the near side corner. Goes up the boards for Bowers. Bowers gets hit. Sent back. Brooks goes to Peterson. Peterson goes far side for Bowers. Bowers brings it in, throws it in deep. Schneider goes in on the forecheck. He holds it on the sideboards, battles his man. Crowley comes in to help him out. Schneider sends it out to the point to Brooks. Brooks, long shot. That gets through. Loose puck in front. Bowers grabs it. And, oh, man, thought Crowley had a goal there, but it went just behind the net. Bowers tries to center to Schneider. That puck is picked off, and here comes the Predators through the neutral zone. They get it towards the slot. Open man. Bowers picks up the loose puck. He tries to give it to Rubis. He gets it there. Rubis back to Bowers. Bowers clears out of the zone. Schneider picks it up across the red line. He gets it to the outside. And looks like Bowers is going to the box for holding. So Blues go back to a penalty kill as Bowers goes to the box for holding. Blues will send out Malachi Smith and Patty Komodowski on defense. Boyer and Blanchard will be the offensive killers to start this penalty kill. 1:21 remaining here in the third period. Blues lead 5-1. Out shooting Nashville 24-6. Blues win the face-off. Blanchard has it. He tries chipping it forward for Boyer. That gets picked off, and here comes Nashville. 4-on-2, long, ill-advised shot. Easy blocker save. Boyer picks off the next entry attempt, sends it all the way down, and that will be icing against the Blues. Nashville has pulled their goalie again for some reason. Down 5-1. I don't think they realize that goal differential does matter here. And you're not going to win the game with only a minute left. Face-off won by Nashville. They send it out to the point, back to the far boards. Pass across, hits Blanchard's stick, goes right to the point. They put it towards the center. Puck is deflected by the Blues into the corner. They get it back out to the point now. Shot blocked by the stick of, wow, two great saves by Stutzer. Puck comes loose behind the net. Boyer grabs it. He sends it all the way down, and that's going to be just wide of the empty net. And Boyer gets absolutely leveled behind the play after he took that shot, and again, no call. Lots of late hits today. Blues will send out Crowley to join Blanchard. Face-off won by Nashville. They go out to the point with it. They reverse it. They take a shot from the side. That is fought off by Malachi Smith. Puck is sent all the way down the ice, and that is not enough for icing. Crowley battles behind the net, takes the loose puck, tries to put it in front, and off of a Nashville player's skate, Crowley gets a goal. He just tries to put it in front, hoping somebody could get there. Hits off the Nashville defender's skate and goes into the empty net, putting the Blues up by 5. It's a 6-1 game now. .4 seconds remaining here in this game. Face-off, won by the Blues, nobody home. Malachi Smith picks it up. He sends it hard around the boards. Crowley holds it down in the corner. Komodowski hits his man and holds it. Smith grabs it, sends it up the boards. Crowley's going to clear, and that's going to do it. Blues win Game 2 of the Tier 1 Championship Showcase, 6-1. Two goals by Fugner, a goal by Giorgio, goal by Schneider, goal by Spatansky, and a goal by Crowley. 6-1 victory for the Blues. We're back tomorrow, 8 a.m. Central Time, against the LA Junior Kings in that top 20 matchup, which will be a win or go to consolation. So Blues will have to beat the LA Kings to go on to the semifinals on Monday morning and for a chance to win and go to a championship. So until tomorrow at 8 a.m., we'll see ya.